right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here today at Chase Bank right here behind me.
This video exposes how law enforcement responds to a simple public recording. Let's break it down segment by segment, tying it into raw perception perspective and your First Amendment rights. Courtesy of BZ Watchdog for capturing this interaction. Their work focuses on holding public officials accountable and ensuring they respect constitutional rights. We'll analyze exactly what happened and where things may have gone wrong.
We're going to go ahead and record and hope that they respect our right to record in public. And today, I got Miss Little Carolina in Fort Worth out here with me. Give the people what they want, which is you out here filming. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. Damn thing, this fucking bank audits are easy. Hey, look, Fort Worth, Lake Worth just got done too. They just got done, they're out there on the street. Look, they just went by. I don't know if he's calling for us already or if he just walked out. I'll get on the phone.
The video kicks off with an auditor outside Chase Bank, announcing their intention to film in public. Fellow auditors join in, setting up their tripods and recording. A quick mention of police being called at other locations, setting the expectation for potential confrontation. Everyone has the right to record in public, and the auditors seem to be within their rights. They're on a public sidewalk, and they're recording.
It's been about 10 minutes in. They've already come to the window freaking out already. Two of them, yeah.
Immediately, people inside the bank react negatively, showing how the mere act of recording can trigger suspicion and fear. Public photography isn't illegal, but people panic because of a misunderstanding of privacy laws.
Can't hear you. Oh, I usually give this about 40 minutes out here. If nothing happens, because a lot of times it takes 20 minutes for the cops to show up, or longer. Right now, I'm only at the 16 minutes that we've been here. That's it. Because the thing is what they do is they watch us and observe us. Look at that guy. He's like looking really weird at the bank. He's looking really weird at us. See, and look, you got your look. I got my scarf on. It looks like I'm masked up. By the time they call Fort Worth PD's dispatch and they transfer them to Lake Worth, and by the time they dispatch Lake Worth and they come out here with lights and sirens flying.
I'm surprised that the guy that took the traffic stop and stopped with me already. Look, they're right there. They went to the U-turn.
Sheriff's Department.
Yes.
So actually, sheriffs might actually be called out here.
Yeah, the sheriff has a little thing right. They have a little. You saw it over in the Lake Worth government park.
Yeah, because I know that they're out here.
He probably just didn't know exactly where he was going. He's probably going to come back around.
Let's see where he's going.
Yeah, he's gonna come back around.
No, he's over that shopping center across the street. He might come back
He might
around.
come around, come back. Watch.
Come on.
Oh, here's another one. Here's another one.
Right here?
Don't wave him.
No, because he's probably already coming here.
No, he's not.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend to be deaf. Tell them if they got a notepad and pen, like do this. Tell them I can read lips, but I'm mute. I can't hear. What's that?
Even real handicapped people say,
Nah, no, it's fucking funny. Oh, here we go. We got Lake Worth coming right here behind us.
okay, pretend like you're not there.
A passerby confronts the auditors, questioning why they're filming. Auditors remain calm, engaging in minimal dialogue while continuing to film the bank and its surroundings.
Police department.
Is this the non-emergency line?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I was just curious. There's some people standing outside of the Starbucks and the Chase with their phones on a tripod videoing everybody, and I didn't know if there's something going on or if that's just, you can't, that's just something going on. I don't know.
Where is this at?
In front of the Starbucks and the Chase Bank on, I don't know how to say that.
Charbonneau?
The Lake Worth Yes, that street. And so when I was leaving Starbucks, he was videoing us. He's out there with a tripod, with his phone on a tripod. And I said, hey, what you videoing? And he just kept waving. And then he just followed me with the tripod videoing. And I'm like, what's going on here? So I didn't know if there was a situation happening or what, but I thought it was odd.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, there's a man and a woman standing out there with their cell phones on tripods videoing.
Okay.
I don't know that that's a crime, but I just thought it was strange. Okay?
Okay,
I can get somebody over there to go check it out.
Okay. Thanks.
Why does
You're
the
welcome.
public assume cameras equals trouble? A concerned caller reports the auditors to police. The 911 call is uneventful. The caller admits that recording isn't a crime, but still feels it's odd. The caller wasn't even sure why they were calling, but police still had to respond. This is a classic case of the cops are coming because someone was uncomfortable, not because a law was broken. Should law enforcement be responding to odd but legal behavior?
Hey, I'll tell you right now, when he comes over, just tell him when I go like this, tell him I'm deaf and mute. Because I'm going to play that up. Nope, that's not lying to him, nope. Nope. He almost got hit by a car. Oh, this is going to be a great thumbnail.
The police respond anyway, showing up at the scene. The 911 call is a perfect example of how law enforcement resources are wasted on non-criminal activities. The first officer arrives, questioning what's happening. The auditor pretends to be deaf and mute, testing the officer's ability to communicate properly. The officer seems confused, initially unsure how to handle the situation. This is an immediate test of police behavior. Can they handle an unusual situation professionally? The auditor's silence throws the officer off, exposing how much police rely on verbal control rather than actual understanding of rights. The officer isn't immediately aggressive, but the uncertainty is clear. They don't know how to de-escalate without standard communication. What should be the proper police response in this situation?
I was waiting for you to tell him I was deaf. I just motioned to my ears and my mouth that I couldn't hear talk.
Making sure that we weren't a threat to the bank.
So what do you think? He's going back in to call the cops? Or do you think they've already been called?
We took all his equipment off. His hat and all that. He's making sure we weren't a threat to the bank. So I guess we're not a threat to the bank.
Maybe. So what do you think? He's going back in to call the cops? Or do you think they've already been called?
We took all his equipment off. His hat and all that. He's making sure we weren't a threat to the bank. So I guess we're not a threat to the bank.
Maybe.
You can't hear me? I was just watching you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just curious what y'all were exposing.
Well, what are we exposing?
What are you filming?
Oh, what's her name? That black vehicle right there that you just got out of and all your kids? Just kidding. No.
I'm just curious.
No, we're filming the bank. We're filming the bank brochures.
For what?
Brochures.
Brochure? Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Commercial stuff.
Okay. Curious. Can we watch it? Is there
one of those First Amendment Audit people or something?
No, not at all. I saw his sweatshirt.
Oh, do you know who that is?
No.
Stop?
No, but I would like to know.
Oh. Well, that's from the channel on YouTube called Delete Laws.
Uh-huh. What's it about?
It's about police accountability. That's what that's about.
Police
But we're
accountability?
we're commercial filmers right now.
Okay.
We're just filming for the we were paid to film them and put what we're doing on,
The passerby's reaction is telling. He assumes there's some kind of exposure going on, when in reality it's just public filming.
Cool. So y'all are more or less exposing the bank?
No, we're not supposed to do anything. We're taking pictures for a brochure. Do you know what a brochure is?
Yeah.
Advertising. Yeah. We're filming. Somebody paid us to come over here to get shots from the bank so they can put them on the advertising thing.
Okay.
They got 2 units coming. I'm not really deaf, bro. This is a First Amendment Audit.
Okay.
You know what those are, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
where you just exercise your right to record in public on a sidewalk.
Okay,
and
yeah, no, absolutely.
that's all this
I'm
is,
for
brother.
it, man.
Yeah, that's all this is.
Okay.
I was just trying to see where you were going to go with it before I said anything.
No,
but since the cops
not
are
at all.
here,
I'm definitely not against. I've watched a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm for it. So I was just curious.
Yeah.
I'm actually from Louisiana. I'm a real estate agent, and so I've got a lot of when it comes to small businesses and things like that.
yeah, we have channels.
Can we? Are you guys live right now?
No, but we're gonna right now. I have to tend to business.
A female officer arrives, immediately escalating the situation. The auditors challenge her, pointing out that they're not detained. She insists on asking questions, despite the auditors invoking their Fifth Amendment rights. A supervisor is requested, highlighting how the initial officers weren't handling the situation correctly.
Here for us.
Yeah, you got it. Well, where
That's
can
what
we
they're here
watch
for.
it? 'Cause I'm sure y'all are gonna post it, right?
What's going on?
Carolina. And
I don't know. You probably should talk to the complainant, Nettles.
You got it.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you guys all related?
Not at all. I was just seeing what was going on. I'm
You're the bystander?
more or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Are you from one of the businesses here?
Not at all. I'm information I need from you.
He has nothing to do with us. He just approached us just now.
You two are together.
No, I'm me and she's her.
All right, I'm confused. What's going on here with cameras and everything? Don't leave yet, okay?
I'm not even involved. I just walked up right before you drove up. I'm not involved. So I would like to leave the family to that car.
Nettles, you need to de-escalate. You need to de-escalate, get a supervisor. Good Lord.
Yeah. Don't.
What have you learned in the academy? Obviously nothing.
What am I being held here for? Am I being
I'm
detained?
just here to double check.
Okay.
If you're not free to go, you're detained, and that's an unlawful detainment. So you're more than welcome to leave, and if she says you're detained, that's Fourth Amendment violation.
All right. Okay. All right. Hold
So are we detained? Because I want to know if I'm being unlawfully detained at this point. Okay. Then turn your lights off. I don't know. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining in on the activism today. Oh, we'll be over there in a second. Why do we need to go over there? We got this dumbass right here.
I thought she was going to follow us.
She's a dumbass.
Is she not going to follow that?
No.
Oh.
She's gonna sit here and try to pull this shit.
I wonder what's going on down there.
Did you just how I just saved that guy?
Yeah.
And she said we're not detained, so we're free to move about because we're not detained.
So is there a purpose for this recording?
Do you not know about a First Amendment right on a sidewalk to record in public? I'm asking you a question.
Right. I just said,
I'm asking you a
so
question.
you're just here for personal reasons? Videotape what's going on? Why do you care? Go back to your car. You're dismissed. Ma'am,
This
like I
is-
said, I was here on call.
you're dismissed.
Okay.
This is a First Amendment protected right.
Dismissed me.
I'm on a
asking questions.
we're on a public sidewalk. What are you doing?
Go away.
Get a supervisor.
Go away.
Just get a
So
supervisor.
you're just recording.
Just get a supervisor.
Alright.
Here, I'm gonna invoke our Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Have a nice day, Nettles.
Get out of here. Go to you're dismissed. You got other work to do.
Okay.
Leave us alone. Goodbye.
No, I will be reporting you to IA because your conduct is horrible.
Get out of here. You're dismissed.
You're violating rights already. Just have a nice day.
Violating
Go
your
talk to the
rights.
complaint.
I'm asking questions.
Go talk to the
I'm asking
complaint.
questions.
Go talk to the complaint.
Calm down.
Go
and
talk to the complaint.
You're
Okay.
dismissed. You sure
Go talk to the yeah. You should have.
I'm respecting you.
We-
I'm here on a call.
Go to the complaint. Go talk to. And you're blocking traffic. Get your car out of the way. Go park in a parking spot. God. Goddamn pigtails and female cops are horrible. Get a supervisor. Get a stupid visor because you're stupid.
What's really happening? The escalation is unnecessary. The auditors aren't breaking any laws. The officer's tone becomes aggressive, revealing how police often struggle with citizens who know their rights. The auditors know the game. They refuse to engage, forcing police to either follow protocol or back off. This is a power struggle, and the officer isn't handling it well. Would the police be acting the same way if these were reporters with a news crew?
I think that's the supervisor.
Yeah, that's the one that he just went like the sirens on that way. Now he's back.
Yeah, they blow sirens for everything.
I'm just asking questions. She said.
Yeah, what did I just tell her? I'm invoking a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, which means what? No questions without a lawyer present. God, she's retarded.
I had to tell her to be dismissed.
Go talk to the complainant. If I'm not detained, go talk to the complainant. Hey, you're gonna have fun with this video, aren't you? Oh, you know she's pissed right now. Didn't I have to tell her to de-escalate? What's that? I don't think she's used to people challenging her authority.
I'm a cop, and you will respect my authority.
You're gonna come up, put your lights on like I'm detained, block the whole sidewalk here. Why couldn't you just park in the parking lot and go talk to the complaint, noticing that we're not doing anything wrong? Exposing dirty cops one at a time. Oh, brother, take it easy, man. Are you a supervisor?
Another officer arrives, not the supervisor, but immediately de-escalates. She acknowledges that filming in public is legal, and there's no crime being committed. The previous officer backs off, realizing her authority isn't working.
Yeah, she was kind of very hostile, aggressive, and rude. Weren't you on that shootout that happened? Because I liked how you handled that whole situation. Actually, I watched and I saw the K9. Beautiful. Doesn't understand what First Amendment and Fifth Amendment rights are. No, and Fifth Amendment rights. I told her I invoked my fifth. She kept asking me questions. I'm just asking questions. No, Fifth Amendment means stop asking.
They can stay on the public sidewalk as long as they want. I don't know who called.
I told her to go talk to complaint, and she wanted to escalate.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the body camera anyways. Keep it on, Nettles. I'm me, she's her.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know. I just don't want her. If Parlor Donuts isn't asking for her to leave,
No, we haven't. And I'm going to tell you right now because you're professional the way you are, and I've seen you on body cam, so I know how professional you are.
I appreciate you.
I watch all the videos.
Do you?
So yeah, when I'm sitting here and telling her my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and you want to keep asking me questions, you violated my rights, by the way. Yes, you did. You didn't realize that.
You don't have to answer any questions.
That's why I asked for a supervisor.
I can try to get you one as soon as.
However,
I've been here a minute, but
my next question or answer for you is I've never stepped foot on the Chase or Starbucks property. I've been on the edge of their property lines.
People call because they just see it. And they.
It's cold and I'm keeping warm. It's not like I'm purpose.
They think maybe you can't record or something, but you're not on their property.
My rights don't end where their feelings begin.
Yeah, you can record on all you want. You can stand here all
I've heard a lot of good things about you.
It doesn't look like you're, we got a call earlier of a guy kind of having a health issue.
Right.
It doesn't look like you're having a health issue or anything, so.
I'm a little overweight, but outside of that, I'm in good health.
Well, hey, is it keeping you warm at least?
I am. I'm pretty warm other than my fingertips.
Because I had to wear like layers on top of layers on top of layers. But anyway, other than that, I'll go talk to him. At the end of the day, if you're not on their property, we just got to go kind of educate them a little bit.
And that's why I was trying to tell her to go talk to the complainant first, but she wanted to escalate out here.
We didn't know.
Rookies.
I didn't know who
Rookies.
it was, but we'll go and talk to them real quick.
Need to go back to the academy, Nettles.
As long as she's, like I said, you're sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. I won't even talk to her because she's not anywhere near over here. I mean.
Nope.
Unless they call us and say, hey, we want a criminal trespass, and you're on their property or whatever, or you walked over there, but other than that.
I can teach you some things about the law.
Do you want to talk to me after I talk to her?
I'm filming it, but if you want to come out and talk,
it's up to you.
Nope.
I'm just gonna leave.
You're very professional, and I'm okay with talking to you.
And then did you still want the sergeant? She's tied up on an accident, but
if she's tied up, I'll go ahead and go through IA and file complaints.
Okay.
No problem.
I was gonna say I can send.
I know
if you want.
I know where the area is, but I'll talk to you after you're done. Right. I just want to know what they said, and I'll get the call number from you.
All right.
She's very polite. She's very professional. Nettles, on the other hand, horrible cop. Worst freaking cop. What you can do, go solicit a trespass? I'll put that on your IA complaint too. That's right, Nettles. Go solicit a trespass. It's going to be on your jacket. Man, these cops never learn. So she's going to go solicit a trespass, huh? Well, I have a lot of rookie cops that solicit trespasses and stuff.
Okay. I'm telling her not to do that. I mean, y'all aren't doing anything wrong, so I'm not about to go do that. That is the call sheet number. That's my business card.
Like I said, I've seen you. Do you have your dog with you today?
Oh, of course, every day.
Yeah, I saw your dog out there during that video. I thought you were very, very professional. I've seen you on other videos as well. So.
That's scary. I don't even know.
Nope. Yeah, you're being recorded, but you know what? That's what we try to.
I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm not afraid of being recorded.
Here's my thing. The security guard came out. I just didn't say anything. The
security guard came out from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a call, but they weren't the ones who called. The ones she talked to in there, they said they didn't call. So I don't know who. If it was like a passerby or what.
And it's possible. And I'll listen to the 911 call when I pull the records request. It's not a problem. That's why I asked for the CAD number. Obviously, you know what this is. Mm-hmm. You know, this is a First Amendment audit. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just to see how officers do. And I was hoping you would show up because I covered you on the body camera, and I knew I would have professionalism and cordialness.
Well, I appreciate
However, this one is blocking a whole freaking street, not even parked the way you are. Coming up here with the lights, we had a passerby who was asking us questions.
Do you think that's the one who called?
Maybe, but she sits here and approaches him, and he's like, "I'm not part of this. I was just asking." And she tried to detain him, and I said, sir, if she's not detaining you right now unlawfully, you're free to leave. He goes, fine, I'm out of here, and he walked off.
He was just walking, or
Yeah,
did he catch up
yeah.
All right.
Probably went to TCC for her academy.
I went to TCC.
Well, you're probably the best that's ever come out of TCC, because all the officers I encounter that come from TCC, garbage. And
well, we don't send them there anymore, but
you
I
know,
don't even
well,
know there.
but like I said, I've seen your video. When you showed up, I was like, dude, I'm glad I got somebody that knows what the hell she's doing out here, because with the exception of you, I don't like female cops. They always escalate.
Gotcha.
And it usually, then they have to call for a male, and then yeah, that's why do you think I have mine on?
Hold on.
I'm surprised you don't have a beanie or something on.
I did, but my hair won't fit.
Got to get the man's double XL just to fit that under the hair.
I need to get one of the beanies with the hole at the top.
But see, it's not about hating cops. I'm trying to bridge the gap. But bad ones, I filed another internal affairs complaint in Fort Worth yesterday.
Gotcha.
I filed one out in Albuquerque 2 days ago.
Gotcha.
So,
I've never met you.
I go by BZ.
BZ.
I thought you did a really good job. I don't compliment cops that much, but I can honestly say, and how do you say your last name, by the way?
Segeta.
Segeta. Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
See?
Well, get out of here.
Take care. Be safe.
This is why good leadership matters. One competent officer can diffuse an entire situation. It shows that some police understand constitutional rights, while others automatically escalate when their authority is questioned. The auditors get exactly what they wanted, proof that police aren't always on the same page when it comes to the law. How can police departments improve training to prevent unnecessary confrontations like this?
Oh, she's very professional, cordial. You're dismissed, Nettles! You're dismissed! Alright, as you can see, this is Chase Bank up in Lake Worth. The one officer tried to escalate, a little pigtail. Thank God this other officer, Segeta, who's very professional and unfortunately was on some body cam footage I covered not too long ago on the shootout that happened up here in Fort Worth and Lake Worth. But she did an awesome job of de-escalating, stalking, and treating people with professionalism and courtesy, respected our rights, and I think she had to go educate Officer Nettles, who just needs to get another job. She's worse than a security guard. So, violating my Fifth Amendment rights, which you can clearly see when I said I invoked my Fifth Amendment rights, and she still continued to ask questions. So, with that being said, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Peace!
The auditors proved their point. They filmed, stood their ground, and left without incident. One officer completely failed to de-escalate, while another did their job professionally. No arrests, no citations, no real reason for police to be there. Just wasted time. This audit perfectly captures why these interactions matter. It highlights the lack of understanding of public rights, not just among police, but among the general public. Some officers handle these encounters correctly, while others show their bias and lack of training. At the end of the day, the auditors walked away without issue, proving that knowing your rights is powerful. How many officers out there still don't know these rights? And how many people would have just complied without realizing they didn't have to? What do you think? Did the police handle this correctly, or was this just another example of unnecessary escalation? Courtesy of BZ Watchdog, head over to his channel and show some love by subscribing. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this breakdown, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more content like this.